Let us quickly discuss the tree diagram. Tree diagram is a method of showing all the possible outcomes of two or more events. For example, a coin and a die. Now, it should be remembered that on a coin, I have two options, head and tail. On a coin, I have always two options, head and tail. How many options are there on a die? How many options are there on a die?
There's 36.
No. On one die.
Oh, on one die?
1, 2, 3.
12.
No. That do not.
No,
Do not
six.
do not
Sorry.
read the screen. There are 6 outcomes. So with the head, I repeat 6 outcomes. With the tail, I also repeat 6 times. So this is called a tree diagram. You first write the first event. Head and tail are the two options. Head and tail are the two options. And then if you look at the die, you can see die has 6 outcomes. So 6 outcomes with head and 6 outcomes with the tail. This is a type of repetition. So now you connect them with possible straight lines. And how come total outcomes are 12? You can count them. 6 outcomes with head and 6 outcomes with tail. So what a tree diagram shows? A tree diagram shows all the possible combinations. You can count them, and this is where you can get the answer. So you have to, had you copied that screen, the previous one? This one?
Yes, I did.
Good. Now you have to copy this screen. I'm just coming in a minute. Please copy this screen.
Okay. Sir, I copied.
I had sent you a file on probability.
Okay.
This was the file. If you can open this file on your device.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I opened page.
A die in the form of a tetrahedron regular triangle pyramid has the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 printed on its 4 faces. When the die is thrown, what is the probability that it will land with the face printed 4 down? First, read the question.
Um, Pyramid. Sir, I would say that
How
I would
many
say that
options are there
um,
if you count the
4.
options? Very good. There are 4 options. Obviously, how many times 4 is coming in these options? How many 4s?
4, 1. 1.
1. So answer would be simply
1/4. Yes.
1 out of 4. It will land so that the sum of the 3 faces, upper faces, is an odd number. What is an odd number?
Like odd number 1, 3. You can say. So that would.
So now if
Yeah.
you land it, suppose you land it on 1. Okay. What are the other numbers? 2 plus 3 plus 4. You will get 9. If it lands on 2, other numbers are 1, 3, and 4. It's 8. If it lands on 3, he uses the word sum of the 3 upper faces. So if it's landing on 3, other numbers are 1, 2, and 4. Total is 7. If it lands on 4, so how many outcomes in total?
2. 2 out of 4. It would be
2 out of 4.
because
Good.
it's 2 odd. Yeah.
Good. So you have got the idea. So now give the reference and ideally keep a separate register for notes. It will be ideal. Do not solve in the notes register. It will really help you when you reach the final year, final exam time. So just like this is a question, okay? Ideally, solve questions in a separate register. Okay, now you have to solve this. Give a reference of exercise number.
So should I copy the whole exercise?
Sorry,
I'm supposed to copy the exercise, right?
exercise. But what do you mean? No, you have to copy only the solution.
Oh, okay.
You just have to give the number. Exercise 6C, only give a reference.
Sir, I copied.
Good. Now see question number 4.
Sir, I read it. Should I solve it?
First, you should see that how many bags are there.
There's 2 bags.
Very good. And what are the numbers in the bags? Cards.
One bag has 4 cards, and one has 3. So in the 3 one is 127, and 1357.
Good.
The other
So
bag.
first express the data of the question in this form.
One, 2, 7. Sir, I copied.
Now, total outcomes is equal to 4 into 3. What are these 4 and 3?
4 is the amount of the number. No, yeah.
The outcomes of
bag.
bag 1.
4, it's basically the quantity, you can say, of in one bag.
Is it the quantity or it is the outcomes in bag 1?
It's the
Count the numbers in bag 1.
okay. Yeah.
How many numbers are there in bag 1?
4.
And how many numbers are in bag 2?
3.
And you multiply them to get total outcomes. So what is the concept? How you find total outcomes? Multiply the individual outcomes to get total outcomes.
Yes.
Now, you have to start the tree diagram from the left side of the page. Always start tree diagram from the left side of the page. It always moves to the right and go a bit down because it can expand. You can see how I have started it. I have shown bag number 1. I have also shown bag number 2. Now you have to copy this.
Yes.
What are the outcomes in bag number 1?
The outcomes are 4.
Good. Now the concept is very simple. When you bring bag number 2, you have to make the outcomes for every option in bag number 1. You have to repeat. You have to repeat the outcomes with bag number 1. You have to repeat the outcomes with 3. You have to repeat the outcomes with 5, and you have to repeat the outcomes with 7. Now you have to copy this tree diagram.
Okay, sir, I copied it.
This is called a tree diagram. So what is the concept? Repeat that bag 2, every number is repeated with bag 1. Look at with bag 1, 1 to 7, with bag 1, 3, 1 to 7, with 5, 1 to 7, with 7, 1 to 7. So you are repeating every number of bag 2 with every number of bag 1. You have to remember this concept, very important concept. So you can draw a tree diagram like this. Now read part number B and B part 1. B part 1 have the same value. What is the meaning of same value?
Same value, meaning they
One,
both. Okay, yeah. So I
okay.
would say that there's 1, 2, 3. I would say it is 4. It's 12 outcomes, but for
Outcomes are 12, that's fine, but make a pair of same numbers.
okay.
So one pair is 1, 1, and what is the second pair?
7,7.
7, 7. This is how it works. Acha. Remember that do not copy as I am copying in front of the tree diagram. You should leave the front part of the tree diagram open so that it can further expand if needed. Now write B part 1 and copy under the tree diagram this option, same value 1177. And remember how many total outcomes are there?
12.
Total outcomes is equal to 12. Now you have to see this one. How many brackets are there? How many pairs we have made? 1177. He's talking about same value.
Yes. So there will be 4 pairs.
No, pair. Pair means 2 number. How many pair? Numbers are 4. How many pairs are there?
No, yeah, over here you wrote 2 pairs, but then in the possibility there's 12 outcomes.
But that's right. But how many brackets are there? How many pairs are there?
2. 1, 2. Yeah.
It's not 1. Please count again. How many brackets are there? Bracket means pair means 2 things. Now how I can explain now? So how many pairs are there? Pair 1.
Wait, yeah,
is
there is 1 pair, 2 pair, but then when you look there, there's 4 ones, so it would be
No, no,
2
they're not
pair for
4
one.
ones. You can make pair. Again, I explained. You can make pair from the screen. You can't make pair here. Like this is 1 and this is 1. Observe, this is 1 pair.
Okay, okay.
And then it is 7 and it is 7. This is the second pair.
Okay.
Same number means it should be the same number on both bags. So how many pairs are there?
2 pairs. 2 pairs.
There are 2 pairs. Good. There are simply 2 pairs. So now look at the probability. B part 1 calculation. Right side of the screen.
Yes. Yes. 2 over 12 equals 1 over 6.
What is 12?
12, the total number of outcomes.
Total outcomes. And what is 2?
2 is the probability of getting the same number on both bags,
Yes.
odd number.
Good. Now update your screen. Update your answer.
Yes, I did.
Now see part number 2. Are both odd? Can you tell me both odd options?
Both
Like
odd
1, 1,
options. Yeah, it could be 1, 7, 3, 1,
7,
3,
3, 1.
7. Yeah. 5, 1,
Both
5, 7.
7, 1.
Yes.
So this is the case of both odd numbers. You have to copy, you have to see this working again. Do not copy these both odd options in front of the tree diagram. Copy it under the tree diagram. B part 2.
Sir, I copied. Can I go drink some water?
Okay, go.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm back.
So now you can look at the situation that we have how many pairs?
We have 8 pairs.
Good. So now make the answer.
Sir, I copied it.
Now you have to see part number 3. Are both prime? What are prime numbers?
Prime numbers are numbers that can only be multiplied by itself and 1.
Yes, good. One is not a prime number. Now I have made the pairs of prime numbers. Look at the table, verify the numbers, and then count, then copy the brackets. Remember, one is not a prime number. How many brackets are there?
There are 6.
Good. And then make the answer. Let me know once you have copied it.
I copied it. Sir, I copied.
Yes, but you have to see the next question. This is number 4. Have a sum greater than 4. Read the question number 4. He says have a sum that is greater than 4. Now I'm adding a column of the sum. You should also add a column with me, the blue column, add it.
Sir, I did.
Now read the question, please, again. have a sum greater than 4.
Yes. So that would be 1. That would be 9.
So how many entries? 9. Good. 9 upon 12.
Yes.
Then part number 5. Read part number 5. Have a sum that is even.
A over 12.
Even number. Did you count them?
Yes.
Did you count them? Oh, sure. Very good. 8 upon 12. Perfect. Now see the next part.
That would be 4 over 12.
Have a product that is prime. So what we should add a column of the product. Product means multiply. So I'm adding a red column for product. Update the same, update the screen. First copy this and then solve it. I'm just coming. First copy this and then solve it. How many numbers are prime in this list?
4. 4 over 12, and then when
But
you
I'm
simplify
getting,
1 over
please check it again. I'm getting 5.
1. But sir, but 1 isn't a prime number. 1.
1.
1.
I'm not taking 1. Definitely you're right.
Mm. Sir, I think there's 4.
You can check the screen.
Oh, and 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how many total numbers which are prime?
5. Five numbers.
Okay, now read number 7.
That would be 3 over 12.
How come 3 upon 12 greater than 20? Greater than 20. There are, I'm getting 4 numbers in this range.
Wait, yeah, but sir, 7 is not greater than 20.
No, the question says you're looking for part number 7, right?
Yeah.
So look at the question, have a product that is greater than 20. Please quickly check.
No, so I think it's 3 because it says greater than 20. The product greater than 20.
No, but just a minute. 1,
Okay,
2.
okay, here's the other part.
We are doing part number 7 or part number.
Okay. No, I think now we're doing the last part.
First, we need part 7. Have a product that is greater than 20.
Yes.
You're right. Because 7 is not greater than 20. You're right. I have to correct it. Now see the next part.
Yes.
Have a product that is divisible by 7. Multiple of 7.
Yes, that is 6. 6 over 12.
6 over 12. Very good. Now, this is a very important card. You should go back to in your notes register and remember and copy it with a very high marking, very important card. And means multiply in this chapter, or means add, common means subtract, repeat means power, not means subtract from 1. You have to copy this.
Sir, I copied.
So you should mark it, very important for memorizing this concept. Now see question number 9. Read the question, please. A coin is tossed 3 times. A coin is tossed 3 times. Display all the possible outcomes of the experiment using a tree diagram from your tree. Okay, first read the first 3 lines. He is tossing a coin 3 times. What are the outcomes on a coin?
2 outcomes.
What are the 2 outcomes, right? What are the 2 outcomes?
2 outcomes. If he throws it 3 times, then there's 6 outcomes.
One is head and one is tail.
Yes.
Good. So let's start this tree diagram. Look at this diagram. First copy it, write question number 9. And remember, do it in a separate register.
Sir, I copied.
So see the next step. Head and tail repeats with the second, in the second coin. So update the same diagram.
I did.
Then add the third coin.
Sir, I copied.
So there are 3 options of the 3 coins. And now read the first part.
3 heads.
So we need to find the 3 heads. So first I find total outcomes. First find total outcomes.
Yes.
So now see the first part, try it.
Yes.
3 heads. So I write it here. Remember, and means multiply. So first copy the part A solution.
Yes, sir, I did. 3 head. Sir, it says 3 head.
Exactly 2 heads. Now exactly 2 heads. Now you have to see the options here. So first see the second part. Now how I can get 2 heads exactly? Look at this option that 2 heads, 1 tail, or head, tail, head, or tail, head, head. There are 3 options. So you have to count the numbers and remember that when you multiply them together, 1/2, 1/2, 1/2, it actually becomes 1/8. So copy part number B.
Sir,
Yes,
so how do you know it's 3/8?
you have added them, na? LCM.
I'll
1/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8 is 3/8. It's an LCM function, na? How you add fractions? Simply that.
Um, this is these. But sir, how do you know to add?
Amen. This is the reason I told you to memorize this card. We should stop here because you have to remember, you have to memorize this card and multiply or add, common, subtract. Like this is a card. Okay. So we stop here. By the next class, please memorize this card. And this is the main thing. I always tell you that recall and learn all the notes for every chapter we are doing, because this is actually a problem with O-level that you memorize the things. So we keep it up to here and we will do it inshallah in our next class. Allah Hafiz.
Okay, Allah Hafiz.